Thank you. You're welcome. Today we're milking the wool felt black cat. He is tall, and if you stuff his tail right, he stands up for you. Whoops, over here. Yeah. Or he also has a ribbon hanger that we can hang him with. He has an embroidery face and attached eyes. His paws move, his head turns. We're going to pick him over here. The stitches we're going to use are back stitch, straight, and the blanket stitch. The first thing it's best to do is the face. So you have your face. You have a pattern for the details that are on the face. What we're going to do is trim around them, but not cut them off, for the nose and the two eyes. And you can open those up and put your cutouts here, which gives us this. For this, I have pinned them in place where my cutout told me to put them. And you blanket stitch around them. I'm going to finish blanket stitching around this eye. These are kind of large stitches, but they work with the curves well. Here. Okay, and to do the blanket stitch, I go in here, here, just roll it through. I'm going to finish up this eye that I started. Take it to the back. Make a knot. And cut off loss. Okay. We're going to say I've done the other eye, and the nose is just stitched the same way with the coral thread, with the coral floss. We're going to attach the eye what we do to do that is to carefully make a tiny hole in the center of our eye. The size of the post of our eye. Once you do the first one, you can mark where to do the second one from where you put the first one. I have a hole. I'm going to push the post through the hole till it's just flush with the eye. I don't want to push it too far back. Then we put the cap on it, push it all the way up, not too far in or it makes the eye. Okay, there's your first eye. We're going to do the second one the same way. After you have your eyes and your nose down, there's a small line that goes down from the center of the nose to make the small, and the whiskers. You can see that I just whip stitch, just a stitch, a straight stitch around the nose. I didn't do the blanket stitch. This is a back stitch, and the mouth is a back stitch also. The whiskers are a straight stitch. They're just one long stitch. Okay, and that will be your face. The next thing we do is it's the inside of the ears. You have two sets of ears and one set of the inside of the ears. We're going to blanket stitch around these with white. All the way on all three sides, because when the ear attaches to the head, there's just a little bit of the black ear, so we need to do all three sides of the white. So that means you need to move them toward the center of the ear. And in them there. Okay, we're gonna do one. I've got enough floss to finish this traveling. Okay. When we have the ear finished, we're going to take the back of the ear and because they're cut separately to make sure you have the correct back. This one. Okay, yeah. That one goes with this one. Now we're going to blanket stitch with black around the ear, but not this section. We're just going to do the outside of the ear, and we're going to do the second ear the same way. When we've done those, and we finished our face, we're going to slip stitch our ears to the back of our face using our full-size diagram to tell you where to do that. The ears are starting at the bottom of the eye. And when they're sewn in at the top's almost straight across. As you can see, they go in at the edge of the center of the eye and they are lined up with the bottom of the eye. You just slip stitch those on. Then we're going to sew the face with the ears, which are attached. And we're going to put our ribbon hanger inside. We're going to do a blanket stitch all the way around, leaving the bottom. We're going to do a blanket stitch all the way around, leaving the bottom open to stop. After we get it stuffed, and my head's lightly stuffed, you don't want to stuff him too much. If you stuff him too much, it distorts his face. So he's just lightly stuffed. He's not stuffed as much as his body is or his tail. So he's kind of a flat face, but still rounded. The next thing we're going to do is work on the body. We sew with a blanket stitch the back feet pads and the chest hair. We're going to blanket stitch those all the way around. These can be fairly large stitches too. There's not many curves on this. Just going to go all the way around this. Once we have stitched this, the other pad and the chest, we're going to work on our arms, our front paws. We have two sets of front paws. What we're going to do with these and the tail is to blanket stitch all the way around them with black. The tail's kind of small. I did blanket stitch it, but you could whip stitch it if you wanted to. I just thought it looked neater blanket stitched, but these stitches have to be pretty small. Put them close together because when we stuff the tail, we're really going to stuff it because we want it to help the cat stand up. Okay, so once we've stitched the two front paws, we're going to stuff them lightly. They are stuffed more than the head, but we still want them to move for us, to be flexible. We leave the ends unstitched until we stuff them. After we stuff the front paws and the tail, which I used a chopstick to stuff these because of the small openings. After you stuff them, you can just slip stitch them on the end. You don't need to blanket stitch them like you did all the way around them. We just need to make sure that the stuffing doesn't come out. And I used silk, poly silk, which is really easy to get into the body and the tail. It's such a smooth, not lumpy polyfill. Okay, once we've done all of those and we've stuffed them, we're going to put the front paws on the body. The front paws are lined up almost the front paws are lined up almost with the top of the body. You can see where the head attaches to the very arch of the top. So the paws are right here and right here. Ah. We're going to slip stitch those to either the front or the back. It doesn't matter, like we did the ears, because we're going to then use a blanket stitch and go all the way around, including the arms, go all the way around. What we're going to leave open on this one to stuff is the top. We're going to stuff the body more than we stuff the arms and the face. We're going to make him really not flexible. We don't want the legs to bend. We don't want him to bend. The paws at the front can move. We're going to do a blanket stitch attachment, so they're flexible. After you have stuffed him intensely, we're going to attach the tail to the back. And I actually did a blanket stitch around it on both sides. You need it sewn on both sides so it will stay centered. If you just throw him over one side, he's going to want to do that, and he's not going to stand for it. So you can see him from the back that I attached his hanger to the body. If you don't want to attach it to the head, if you attach it to the head, he hangs more with his head flexed out. He is attached to his body. You can do whichever one you like. You can also change his facial expression if you want, rearrange his whiskers. You can do all of that, obviously, before you stuff it. And I think that's our cat for today. Thank you. Thank you.
I thought I was going to go to problems. I think he'll call it. Bands from Basket I'm so good at the news. I didn't know if you were going to get to be.
Okay. If you can get everything out and make sure that you have everything you're supposed to have. You got black parts, white parts, and pink nose. I pulled everybody together.
That's a good idea. Well, you know.
Yeah. White parts and a pink nose. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Does everybody have eyes? Did I not give you eyes? No eyes.
I don't see him.
You've got one strand of the nose color and a thing of toast.
Almost that's black on the other side.
Okay, here's the noses. Nobody's got noses, right? Yeah, not noses, I mean, I'm sorry. They do make noses.
The Hello Kitty shirt is the perfect one to wear since you do.
Yeah.
That's what they did.
What now?
She said your Hello
Kitty.
Kitty.
Oh, a shirt, thank you.
How's your knee doing?
He got better, I'm gonna see.
Good.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm just moving slower.
It's all right. I'm just slow.
I'm always with the
I always told like my friend, he had some work done, I said, now Greg, take your time, don't overdo it.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm not supposed to walk on level ground, but my husband's doing all that. So he's really doing it. Okay. On our paper, I think that's everything. Does everybody have scissors or do I need to? If you don't have scissors, I've got them for you. If you,
Yeah.
if you don't, I got them.
For my, when they got their little, I'm like, yeah, that one.
And I've got, these needles. These are bad needles, or if you have your own needles, my feelings aren't hurt. I also have, if you wanna pick out these, I do like these. You want, some of the John Jane, you can use some of those and just stick them back in your white thing. After your truth. I don't know what kind these are in this needle holder. But you need a big enough eye for 2 strands to go. Because we use 2 strands for everything. On the mouth, you can use 3 if you want for the little nose thing and the small. And I also have threaders here if you need a threader.
Is the, thank you. Is that,
That's his mouth, that's his small.
is that a strand of
Yeah,
pink and a strand of white?
no, it's all pink. That's just the way my camera did it, I guess.
Okay, and which is the eye? Is it
Yeah.
that or
No, the
no?
eyes, the eyes.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. This is the,
The eye,
yes,
okay.
the smaller ovals are the eyes.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's a. And
So here's those other needles, if you want those, I'm just gonna lay them here. Okay. Let's do a fast go over for him.
and what do we make the thread first, the black?
Yeah, you've got black for the cat, okay.
We do the eyes first.
The first thing we're gonna do is his face. And, you should have 2 of those. What we're gonna do is take your scissors and we're gonna cut out our eyes. At the bottom, see how I've just cut them out, so they're this way? So I can lay this on this. And know that's where my eyes go, and my nose. You don't have to completely detach it, you can if you want, cut it all the way out, and then you can lay them on there. But this is a full-size thing. And, I've got pins left over from where I took this one apart. I also have a stapler if you like to staple your parts on there and then take them off. So you just position everybody on there. This one's the one I did in the demo, so he's more done. I just pinned that after I found out where they went. I pinned them all on there. And I stitched around that eye and I put that on there. So if you want to mark them and pin them, I've got extra pins here. But what I did was like take the ones out of my tail, things that you won't get confused, and use those to do the eyes or the.
This is like the front and back, so.
Mm-hmm, yeah, because obviously we're gonna stuff it.
Yes.
So yeah, it doesn't really matter which one you put it on. They'll go back together. You need more pointed scissors? I got more pointed ones. I don't want to use those. I got, I got.
Even though we're doing so fitting, but stabilized prices are on those. You can get it right.
And as you can see, if you can see my pictures are pretty big. The nose, we'll do smaller stitches on, but we've got room for that.
Yeah.
And everybody knows how to do the blanket stitch on, I don't need to do a demo
Yeah,
on that.
review me, I've forgotten everything I ever did. Great. You wrote it here and you may have to fill her in. Can you review the blanket stitch?
Yeah, okay.
We did.
Well, I haven't thought why.
We'll do that.
Okay, start out, you come up to the back like that.
Yeah.
And once you get up there, see, that's where mine's coming out there. I'm gonna go in right on.
Yes, it
Yeah,
will be
I
okay.
got one stitch.
Just-
It's illegal. Okay. I wonder. Cause I thought, well, God, they're really big.
I don't think.
Okay.
Oh, it's right. Oh. You can mess with it. I did it now.
Don't worry, it's taking a lot longer. But I mean, it's not, there's just a lot of sewing on it. It's not hard or anything. There's just a lot of stuff. Your cat's black.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, it went off and everything was really, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, at least
Yeah, you need so much of that. Okay, it looks 18 inches, is that what you want with?
Yeah, two strands.
Yeah, two strands. You go ahead and pull it all out.
Okay.
Yeah, pull all 6 of them out, yeah. Not as long as you weren't cutting off. And then separate.
Yeah.
Wonder if it's the same one last year that was on my plan.
It crawls out when you unzip the back, doesn't it? I tried to get all the air out of it there, with this one bag, or not, the air solid.
No, you're not.
These ladies are good now.
They're bags. Betty, before straight down, I got somewhere I did my example.
You?
I know, I'm glad I wore shorts. I tried to put them on, I think it was Saturday, I tried to put them on, and it was so cold, the wind was blowing. Okay.
Usually she's freezing. That's why I said,
Legal three of them, three of them.
She won't tell you that this morning. I gave her some Advil.
Oh, no.
And I gave her a migraine pill.
Yeah.
And they're turning into.
You can,
Okay.
you need to, you
Do
need.
you want me to, can you see if I sew it over here? Can you see it well enough? Or would you rather me be here?
Show me one or two.
Okay. You come up from the back.
Yes, sir.
You go in.
I want to try and. Yeah.
And you will also going through a loop, how I'm going through a loop.
And then Thursday, I mean, yeah, she's getting.
So it not
I need
Well, it kind of looks and it moves the line, and then we're gonna do it again. So I just go through and try and scan my finger and then I come back out.
got the next. It's $1,300. How much? Yes.
And then come on and back. And after everyone gets their 2 eyes done, you will,
Did you don't?
they'll, attachment.
The guy that did my dad's yard, I mean, my dad does these plates, had these plates, and he did $75. And it was like, there's a field between my dad's house and, which is my brother's yard, and the next door neighbor lady's house. And he always had him go into it and make a big line, right all the way over to her house. That way if they needed to go there instead of going down the road, that's where he was. They would just go through the field. Oh, my girl, trying to. That's why I feel everything. I got the ridges in my daddy had that. I remember with more.
Sort of different when you're not used to it. I mean, had to be in the order.
And what are you gonna do in the class Friday?
I'm sorry,
The chickens, the class Friday.
it's, this Friday class is still ribbon. The chicken's the
Next
25th, is that right?
I think so. Let's see.
Yeah. Because the lamb's the 30th.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But
So it'd be like the next.
and what will it be this Friday now?
Silk ribbon.
Oh, the little heart.
Yeah, the heart. And you don't have to do the design I did, I just did that. The last time we did silk ribbon, we only had 4 millimeters width. I got some 7 millimeter width to make bigger stuff.
I showed my husband that little one we did as a wooden,
Yeah.
which I've got right here. When I showed it to him, he said, "That is beautiful."
Oh, I think that, you know, it's just, I like see it, yeah, it's a lot of things. I've got more to bring you if you want to do another class like that. That is beautiful. I love your knot. That is beautiful. Let me tell you what I did. I think she said the jurors were coming next week and then they're gonna see out new artisan stuff. I took a lot of the examples that I made of the silk ribbons and cut them in a small square and took the cheap fabric and did long pattern around them and made pillows out. And I did that with 6 of them and they're gonna be in the, cause I thought, what can I do with these? What can I do with these? Cause you know, like you said, they're just beautiful. Like, oh, and then I've done something that, you know, you get about halfway through and go, ooh, this is bad. You cut the knot off and pull it out.
How much was the pillow?
Okay.
Tell me when everybody has one eye done. I don't know if you've ever put like these eyes or noses or anything on dolls or stuffed animals. Yeah, they're not hard to do.
I did a little crochet thing and it took the little on the rings.
Okay. Well, that wasn't my best job.
Get started.
Around and I bet. Her, oh, that's right, that's around. We don't have, we can do that.
Okay, when I get to the end, do I knot it in the back again? Betty, when I get to the end, do I knot, bring it back through and knot it?
You get to the end, what you do is loop him under the first one you did.
Okay,
So that makes it all the way around. These are now looped in there.
okay.
And then you just go to back. You've got your other knot, and yeah, what I'm gonna do this.
Okay.
And I put your needle down here, and I'm gonna pull the knot. Put the needle down here, and I'm gonna pull the knot, and it takes it really close to where you are, and it just trims. Good job.
So now I can start on the,
Yeah, you sew on the other one, and, yeah, cut above the knot, yeah.
let's see, I didn't go all the way through.
Yeah, that's fine, I'm sure you got some of it, yeah, you just didn't go all the way through. Cause sometimes when you stab your finger, you back off a little bit, you're in the middle of the felt, but it'll hold. So you just, was it round reed, oval reed, or what, and round?
It was the flat oak.
Flat oval?
Okay, and, well, it's actually two pieces. I think the flat, and then on the inside, and then a flat oval on the outside.
Yeah, I can see it, cause it goes all the way down here, yeah. Yeah, and you just put that on top of that other one.
Yeah, put the green in there and then just wrap it around.
I can do that, I've got a whole bunch of stuff.
Actually, this handle, this one comes from here,
Mhm.
goes up and goes down, and then another piece goes just that one. That way, it's parts of underneath the base, it makes it straight. And then that's supposed to be two on the outside.
The heart that we're doing Friday, I'm going to, because we can't put them in those small hoops.
Right.
I'm going to machine sew the heart to a piece of white fabric with like a big stitch. And then we're gonna put the white fabric in your hoop. And we're going to embroider it that way, not, well, the idea is to go through it. And, when we take it out of the hoop, you're gonna trim the cotton smaller than the heart, but you know, not to what you've done. Does that make sense?
Yeah, we're.
Because I thought, how can I do this? Because I have to go ahead and cut them out, so you'll know where to put, you know. And what I'm gonna try to do, I'm gonna get the top try here, is very neatly sew around straight around your heart. So when you take those stitches out, it'll be indented just a little bit, and that might be a guideline for you to do a buttonhole stitch all the way around.
You show me, the end is out like, you go there.
Yeah. Loop him behind the first stitch.
Well.
Okay.
Went the wrong way.
That's okay. Just loop him under there. Yeah, he goes all the way around. Get it right there. Yeah. And then what I did was I found her knot right here. And I left the hole there, and then I put my needle right down the top where it's coming out. And I pulled the knot down. Do you think we need this anymore? Do you want me to go ahead and turn it on? Yeah, that's just for you. I can, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.